Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Skorpion. Welcome to Sex and Relationships. This is the second installment of it. And I'm going to really try to do this once a week since you guys love the first one. And since you guys are asking a lot of questions that I don't really talk about on a regular basis on the show. And this is really good to talk about. So let's get into this video. And please, you know what? I've already read some of these questions. And some of y'all need to really think before y'all type it in or proof it before y'all send it in, because this tongue-tying trying to read and answer these at the same time. This is the second time I'm re-recording this video because it's a mess. It's been a mess. So the next time we have this, make sure your sentence is clear and straight to the point. Alright, so I'm doing these questions also on first come first serve until I started recording this video. So, hey Kev, I got a good question. How does the image of sex and music and TV affect us? Sex is everywhere, so sex is always going to affect us. Sex is on TV, sex is in our music. Sex is something that's no longer taboo and that's always going to be talked about. So, if you don't want your children, I think that, no, it's not if you don't want your children. I think that you should be talking to your children more about sex at a younger age instead of waiting for them to hit their teenage years, because, some people, especially on music and TV, like to try what they hear and what they see. So it's better to talk to them now because sex is everywhere and we need to educate them about it when they're young. So it has a big effect on us as a community. I'm talking about worldwide. Okay, next question. I have a question pertaining to labels. Is it as prevalent with the guys in the black community as it is in the black lesbian community? No. For me, well, for what I'm used to is just questions like, are you a top, bottom, or versatile? That's the only thing that I really hear as far as labels. Otherwise, like drag queens and butch queens and all that, we don't really get into that now unless you're talking about balls. And when I'm talking about balls, I'm talking about, the fantasy lifestyle and the gay community. Now, how do I react if my boyfriend is ignoring me? If you feel like your boyfriend is ignoring you, then you need to communicate with him that he is ignoring you. You need to say something. Don't just sit there and think questions to yourself. No, ask. Find out what the hell is going on. Next, say if you're on a first date and this person is digging you and they think you're a person they could be in a relationship with, when they give it up on the first date, do you think the way they think when they think about the way they think about you changes? Some people, yes. Some people, yes. For me, depending on what happens, like during the sex and the things that you might do, yes, I'm like, oh no, this is not a person I want to continue on with. And, I don't want to say everything that happens, but some people be like, no. And they could be feeling you so much, but it's just a no because of the sex. So, you can change, even after going on the first date with someone. Okay, how much does body image play a role in sex? For me, it doesn't. Well, actually, I'm about to tell a lie. And she put "amen" in quotation marks. If you have a real big body, it's not really going to be fun. So body image does play a role. Even there are some people that might say that I'm big, I'm huge, I'm not what they want. I want somebody that's slimmer. And to me, that's fine. But to me, who wants a damn skeleton? And I said that before. Who wants a skeleton? You got to have some type of weight on you somewhere. So body image is a good role. And you know what? That really was a good question. That was a really good question. Do you think you should do anything? No, that question, well, you know who you are. You got to go to the first video because, I talked about that already. Lovers and friends with no commitment. Is it really possible? Can it last? Skorpion or Mikkel, have you experienced this? Well, Mikkel, I ain't going to speak for him, but he's not here and he won't be in these type of videos unless he really wants to do them. And if he wants to come in this hot bathroom too, because I'm sweating already. So, you can be, if you're in love with somebody, then that's commitment. Friends with benefits is more what you're asking me. And yes, you can be friends with benefits with no commitment. Yes, you can. What if you like someone but don't know if they like you and you're embarrassed to tell? If you're embarrassed to ask them on a date because you don't want things to get weird in your relationship if she says no. Well, how about you ask a friend to do it as if you don't want to get turned down? Ask a friend to do it. Ask a friend how they think about, like, ask your friend, like, what do you think about such and such? Would this be a type of person that you would date or have sex with? You could do that. What if you like someone but you are afraid of what your niggers will think? You know what? That's typed in like a white person, and I think we talked to you yesterday. Don't be using niggas like that, because you don't know me like that. I don't even want to answer your question no more. How would you feel if when you ask your significant other for more commitment, but in reply they tell you not yet, and to go with the flow with things? After waiting, you decide to give up on waiting, but 6 months later, after you guys break up, you hear that he is engaged and gets married a year later. First of all, this question just made me mad. Second of all, if they can't commit to you, like from the beginning, after you already established that you're in a relationship, then that is someone that you don't need to be with in the first place. Why would you stay that long? Why would you even stay that long? And there's nothing you can do. I would say you just learn from that. When you get into your next relationship, it's just something that you have to learn and just move on. But don't let it affect your relationship. You know what I mean? Don't make that person feel bad for what someone else did to you. How do you tell a dude if he's not pleasing you sexually, but everything else is great? I'm not into toys, and so that's not an option. Well, you better be in control, like, do this, do that, or do it this way. You ain't doing it right. You need to just say how you feel. If he ain't pleasing you sexually, tell him what to do. Communication is very important. Tell him what to do. Should you stay in a relationship if your partner comes too quickly? I mean, it depends on how you feel about him. If you feel that his sex game ain't up to par, then you need to tell him to get it together or find somebody else. Or you will find another man that will. You know what I mean? Okay. What should you do if sex is becoming the main focus in a relationship? What I mean is that before the sex took place, there was an emotional connection. But after, it seems like the relationship is all about sex. If the relationship is all about sex and you're comfortable with it, then keep doing it. If you're not comfortable with it, then go find somebody else who you want to be in a relationship with and where sex is not the main focus of the relationship. But who wouldn't want to have a relationship and have good sex? You know what I mean? If this person is giving you everything you need and, he's giving you enough sex, then that's good. There's a lot of couples that have a good relationship and don't have no sex at all. And then you're complaining when you're having a lot of sex. What is going on? If your boyfriend wants to put it in your butt, anal sex, does that mean he could be gay or have gay fantasies? No, not all the time. They say that the anus is tighter than the vagina, and then some men want to have sex with you in your butt so they don't get you pregnant. So you never know. Why don't y'all touch on your personal experiences as gay dudes? I notice you all come close, then don't go into it. Well, who said we were gay? Next question. Okay, what do you think about celibate girls? I don't think nothing bad about them. It's good that they're being celibate. Because some of these dudes ain't even worth giving it up to, because all they want from you is your vagina, is sex. That's all they want, most of them. And the key is don't be a hoe. Don't be a hoe from the door. They say that a lot in Philly. She was a hoe from the door. Don't do that. Ooh, this heat is killing me in this bathroom. But these are the type of questions this is where I have to come to answer questions like these. What do you think about bringing a third party? Oh, I talked about that in the last video. Do you think if a couple are in relations and right at the climax, do you think if couples, come on, type right, y'all. I'm skipping that one. Sex on the first date, yes or no, and why? Sex on the first, if y'all both feeling each other, hell yeah. But I mean, it might not be so it might just be mainly about sex than, going into a relationship. So if it's someone that you're really digging and someone that you're really feeling, don't have sex with them on the first night, because you'll never know how they feel about you afterwards. So don't do it. And if you feeling somebody that you really, really like, be their friend and really get to know them. I would say wait at least 3 months before you have sex with them. Wait 3 months. Wait 3 months. Actually get to know them before you really have sex with them, and it goes real far. Okay, would you ever fuck a tranny, or would you fuck a DL superstar? No, I would never do it to have sex with a tranny. And would you fuck a DL superstar? There's so many people on the DL, so I can't even answer that question. I probably have. No, let me stop. I'm not going to answer that no more. If someone has sexual feelings towards their partner, should they take it to that level even though they deep inside they have some doubt about taking that step? Let's try that again. If someone has sexual feelings toward their partner, should they take it to that level even though deep inside they have some doubt about? If you have doubt about taking it to that step, do not do it. Wait until you're ready to do it. Be comfortable with doing it first, and then give it up. If you're not comfortable, then don't give it up. Okay. Do you respect girls who are waiting for marriage? Yes, I do. Because sex is very sacred, and sex is very good to wait for and in marriage. Now me, I'm not waiting too long. But I ain't no virgin, but I mean, still I'm not going to wait that long. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. But if you are having sex before you're married, please use a condom. Always wear condoms. Always, 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 always wear condoms. I'm going to tell you all that again. Always wear a condom. Put a condom on your dick before you stick it in someone's pussy or their ass. Please wear a condom. Okay. What do you think? Okay. What do you think about abstinence, and how does it affect a relationship? Now, if one is a virgin and the other isn't a virgin, the one that isn't a virgin may be going out having sex with other people because they can't be committed to you because you are a virgin. So that's hard. And it can put a strain on the relationship because they might not be used to jerking off, because you're not giving it up to them. So, or pleasing themselves however they do. So it could be really bad. It can be really bad. Okay, when you and your partner breaks up and you go and have sex with someone, should you tell your ex when you make up and get back together if he asks? I think that's something that you need to tell him before y'all even get back together as a couple. That is something that you need to be open and honest about if you went out and had sex with somebody else before y'all got back together. He shouldn't have to ask you. You should tell him right before y'all even get back together. Is it okay to date or become involved with a close friend? Someone you have known for some time now. I think that it's okay if you're not afraid to ask that person out. If that person says no, don't feel bad about it. You know what I mean? If they feel like they can't go in a relationship with you or be in a relationship with you. I had a friend, who I really liked, and they were cool and stuff, but after really getting to know them, like I'd rather be friends. I would just rather be friends. I don't even want to go that extra mile. I'd rather be your friend. So some people is like that. Do you believe that close friends can just have sex without getting caught up in the emotions of a relationship? Yes, that's just friends with benefits. When dating someone, when is it the right time to become sexual with them? After 3 months. Is internet dating considered cheating? No. Wait a minute. If you're in a relationship with someone and you're on an internet site and you're trying to date other people, that's wrong. And that is cheating to me, even though you haven't done it yet. You're trying to. Alright. When is the appropriate age to get a girlfriend, and should you have sex? I would say the appropriate age is 14 to have a girlfriend and to get into a relationship with someone. And you should wait till you're 16 to have sex. At least 16, and use a condom, and you have learned everything there is to know about sex. Well, you haven't learned everything until you experience it, but I mean, like condom wise and protecting yourself, you need to learn a lot before you jump into it. Many women desire to wait until marriage. If you were in a relationship for years, would it be wrong to leave her or him? It depends on what put a strain on the relationship and why you guys are not talking anymore. No matter how long, if they decided to wait until marriage to have sex. It depends on what put a strain on the relationship. Wow, these are some good questions. And I'm just saying what comes to my mind, but outdoor. I hope I sound okay to y'all answering these questions. Alright, we got a couple more questions left. Could you be in a relationship with a bisexual guy? Ooh, I'm going to say if he's only committed to me, but I really don't like bisexual guys, I don't. Could you be in a relationship with a flamboyant guy? B. Scott, no. But you never know who your heart wants. You never know. You never really know. You never know who your heart wants. Could you be in a relationship with a stud? Who wouldn't? Once you break up with somebody, is it still okay for y'all to still have sex with each other even though you're both in new relationships? Hell fucking no. Hell no. Hell no. How would you get a girl? Richard! I mean, let's get someone to answer that one. Richard, you want to phone? I wanted you to answer this question. Who you on the phone with? Well, it seemed like I was, I had to go do something, but how would you get a girl? First of all, you be her friend. Alright, so thank you for watching Love and Relationships. Please rate and comment. I'm going to post all the questions on the side that I answered in a row. Alright, I'll talk to y'all soon.